This is my sister Zoe. This is my girlfriend Sam. And this is my girlfriend's sister Savannah. Hello all. Today I will be sharing knowledge on the issues the Fresno Unified School District is currently facing today. With a lot of students being in poverty and having limited resources while attending classes and overall going to school with the supplies that they have. Now, as a child who went through the Fresno Unified School District, I can attest that I have personal experience with these issues that they are still facing in today's age. Even if you haven't went through the Fresno Unified School District education, the programs or any schools like that, knowing these issues will still lead to some insight on how this will affect our students educationally and socioeconomically for our community going forward. First, I will state the issues that this district is facing currently, with their students being socioeconomically disadvantaged, the low funding and low infrastructure improvements, which are linked to consistent reports and low testing and graduation rates compared to its neighboring districts like Clovis Unified. First, I'll discuss how the vast majority of students come from poverty and how a lot of their supplies just aren't there for them because of overall funding. Now, a lot of students are meeting the challenge of meeting basic needs as in necessities, as in food, housing, and overall the affordability of school supplies and school clothes going forward. Easterby Elementary alone, they overall tested on how the census of what their students are. About 94.3% of them are socioeconomically disadvantaged. And that was according to the school accountability report card for the years of 23 to 24. Now, overall, for the district, about 90% of students do qualify for free lunches. And for the years of 22 to 23, there has been about a 30% increase from previous records. And that's according to Fresno B and the GV Wire. As a result, there is high absenteeism. A lot of students aren't attending their classes, which lead to overall issues in the future. Now, overall, from the California Department of Education, they do state that it has decreased this year, but in retrospect, the district is still in a low bracket, the yellow bracket in particular, which is moderate. But for Sequoia Middle School, as an example, they actually have decreased about 1.4%, and they are still placed in the red bracket, which is considerably high. For this next one, for Marina Surska Otera, she is a professor in the Northeast Texas Community College, which she had wrote a dissertation in May of 2022, where she does state a lot of students that are facing these issues overall do not attend class, do not participate within class if they are there, and overall act disruptively, which all of these issues do link to low test scores and graduation rates. A lot of schools within this district are not meeting the average. They are testing below average in overall everything, from test scores and graduation. Winchell Elementary alone, about 30% met or exceeded the curriculum that was set from them. So about 70 are well below average, and that's according to the School Accountability Report Card of 2022 to 2023. Now, the school district overall is placed in a lower bracket, as you can see here, where it is in the orange, the yellow, and overall the red. And now this is according to the California Department of Education. A lot of the reports have come from them. Now, a majority of graduation of the Fresno schools either maintained or declined, and that is also according to the California Department of Education. For this rate alone, it has declined to about 85%, and that's according to GV Wire. So a lot of people and a lot of students are just not graduating because of the poor resources that they are receiving. Finally, I'll share about the low funding that they do receive and all the additional setbacks that this district is facing currently. Many schools can't afford new technology. They can't afford textbooks, supplies, or overall even educators going forward. Julian Laffertune, who has a PhD in economics, and Brett Gunion, who does have a bachelor's in data analytics and political science, they co-authored a fact sheet called "The Financing California's Public Schools" of November 2024, in which they do state how the money is being used, where it's going towards, and overall the fairness, how it's being distributed across the district itself. In there, they do state about 80% of the school budgets are overall related to staff and staff benefits, as in payroll, retirement, health coverage, which leads us to believe that only about 20% is going to the school itself for school supplies, books, textbooks, and everything they need going forward. Now, this does lead to a drastic cut in budgets because of this overall being the 80% majority of that. So they would much rather cut the educators going forward. So there aren't enough educators for a lot of the special needs programs, overall bilingual programs, and overall kind of the electives as well. Now, there have been a lot of cuts to them. Overall, about 142 teachers, about 1,330 students, and about 143 special education adults are left without support. And that was according to the Fresno Bee in 2023. Now, according to the California Budget Policy Center, they have also stated severe cuts to the bilingual programs as well. So according to like the Spanish language, only about 239.7 students per educator, and even more severe cases like the Punjabi language are about 11,345 per educator. Of vast, vast kind of difference there. Now, for the past couple minutes, you guys have been listening to me talk about for the issues resulting in our students being socioeconomically disadvantaged, the low funding that the schools receive, and overall the low test scores and graduations. Now, for these issues being brought up to light, this should lead to some insight on how it will affect our students educationally, socioeconomically, for our community going forward in the future. Thank you.